guys, it's me. So, I want to talk about how I got into writing. A lot of people always ask me, why do I like writing? Because they kind of find it weird. When you take an English class, or language when we were in elementary school, everyone hates it. I have to admit, sometimes it is bad. But to me, I really like writing. And sometimes that means having to write essays or stuff like that. And those aren't exactly my cup of tea, but what I really like is writing stories. So how I first got into writing was with J.K. Rowling's movie Magic Behind the Words. It was her story, and I don't know, after watching that movie, it really inspired me. I had always been really creative as a kid. I used to create stories all the time, and I would just kind of think of them. I wouldn't really do anything about them. But after watching this movie, I realized that, hey, maybe I should be writing this stuff down and doing these type of things because it's something that interests me. I did like creating things and stories, so after seeing this movie I realized that, hey, maybe I should start writing things down. After that I decided to start writing, as I've mentioned, but then I got more involved in writing, so I spent a lot of time writing, like every day. I found myself writing every day just because I loved it so much. I have thousands of notebooks, I kid you not. They're all over my room. You can ask anyone who's been up here, and they will tell you I have a lot of notebooks. How people describe me is that I'm the girl that's always writing. I always have a pen and a notebook in my hand or with me because you never know when I'm gonna write. Thanks to writing, I have found a really big passion of mine, and I hope one day I can pursue this and become an author. That's my dream. But we'll see if I get there. Yeah, after this movie and everything like that, I have worked towards my writing skills and improving them, obviously. And since then, I have been published 3 times in a Polar Expressions book. Once in 2015, 2016, and 2017. And it's pretty amazing. I am now looking for other contests so that I could get my work out there and expand, but it's still kind of amazing that I have been greeted with this honor to be published because it means my work is good. I have experienced before where people have rejected my work thinking that it's not good enough, or they've come up to me and said how bad it is and tell me that I'm a bad writer, and that really knocked my confidence down. But these publications allow me to feel better about my writing. When I got my first publication in 2015, I felt astonished. I was so happy. I got it in the mail, I went down, and I didn't have good feelings about this story. I wrote it the week before, and I didn't feel like it was that great. I felt like it was complete shit, to be honest. But I submitted it anyway because my parents told me it was good, and I did. And then on that September 5th date, I believe, I went down to the mailbox and I came home with the mail, and then I looked through and there was a letter from Polar Expressions. Now, they do send you a letter if you get published or not, so that's a big deal. So I didn't know if I was going to be published or not, but when I opened the letter, I was greeted with the surprise that yes, I was indeed going to be published, and it was really amazing. It was the first time someone or this place had thought my writing was good enough, and it really brought up my spirits about my writing. I felt better about myself. I felt better about my writing. I felt like I had improved. So being published is a big deal to me. I think I'm working towards my goal, and I really like that. Now, having 3 publications, I'm very excited. I'm hoping to get more and have my work be expanded and into other places other than just Polar Expressions. And I'm now taking a class on the craft of writing, and I'm reading the Stephen King book called On Writing, which is really amazing, and it's giving me amazing tips, and it's giving me an insight onto things that I wouldn't have thought about, or telling me things I wouldn't have otherwise known about writing, so it's kind of cool. And you get to see kind of the struggle of a writer and how even a famous person like Stephen King can go through these challenges just like any other writer. So I found it kind of amazing. Well, I'm finding it kind of amazing. Writing is amazing, and yeah, I'm really happy. I'm glad I got into writing. Without that movie and without me being born really creative, I don't think I would have been the person I am today, because without writing, I wouldn't be me. And that's pretty important, that writing is me. It shows how it has affected my life and how deeply it's rooted within myself, that I find it's a part of me and I would be completely different without it. So yeah, this is how I got into writing. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.